Hello students, in the last class we have studied open sphere, closed sphere and also discussed some examples based on it. Now in this today's class we are going to study neighborhood of a point, open set in a metric space and some examples on the open set. I will revise once again. Let xd be a metric space and small a be a point in that metric space. Then a subset Na of the metric space X is called the neighborhood of the point A if there exists an open sphere centered at the point A and contained in that set Na. Okay. In other words, we can say that the set Na will become the neighborhood of the point A if there exists at least one open sphere centered at A and is contained in the set Na. So like such we have the definition of the neighborhood of a point. Next one will define the open set. A subset of a metric space is said to be open if it is neighborhood of each of its points. Okay. Now the same thing can be written in the form of symbols also. If for each A belongs to G, there is some R greater than 0 means positive real number such that the open sphere SR of A means the open sphere centered at A with radius R is contained in G. That is the open sphere SR of A is a subset of G. So likewise we have defined the open set. The same thing can further be told in the other words as if each point of the set G is the center of some open sphere contained in G. If each point of G is the center of some open sphere contained in G, then G is open set in X. Or we simply say that then G is open in X. Okay. So simplest definition is that if G is subset of the metric space X, then G is said to be open in X if it is the neighborhood of each of its points. Okay. Now, from this definition and from the example number 10, in the example number 10 we have shown that every open sphere is a neighborhood of each of its points. And just now we have defined that a set is said to be open in the metric space if it is neighborhood of each of its points. Then combining these two means the definition of open set and the example number 10, we conclude that the every open sphere is open set. Okay, that important point also we are going to write down, but after some time. Illustrations means some illustrative examples we'll consider here. Means these are just for the understanding purpose. Okay, so illustrations. First one, the empty set. The empty set. Empty set we denote by the letter phi. The empty set phi and the entire space. The empty set phi and the entire space capital X with any metric. With any metric, whatever the metric will consider, okay, then with any metric are open sets. Are open sets. If we consider the empty set, then it is open with respect to any metric, as well as if we consider any metric space, then it is also open with respect to any metric. So why it is so? See here. So we have said that a set is said to be open if it is neighborhood of each of its points. Next, when does a set will not be called as open? So a set will be called as not open if there exists at least one point in it of which that set is not a neighborhood. Okay, if G is a set such that there is at least one point in G of which G is not a neighborhood, then obviously G will be not open. So first of all we'll consider for the empty set. So as empty set do not contain any point, therefore there is no one point in the empty set phi of which it is not a neighborhood. Means it is of the form negation of negation. So as there is no one point in the empty set phi of which phi is not a neighborhood, therefore we know that negation of negation is equivalent to the original statement. So therefore we can say that the empty set is open set with respect to every metric. Same is for the x. If we consider the metric space x, then obviously for when we discuss about the metric space x, we consider all the subsets which are contained in x. So we do not think beyond x. Therefore, every metric space is always again a open set. Okay. So this is the first illustrative illustration. Then second, as told just now 2 minutes before, by the example number 10 and by the definition of open set, it follows that every open sphere is an open set. Okay. So every open sphere is open set. Every open sphere is open set. Okay. Why? From here this is by example number 10, which we have discussed just 5 to 10 minutes before. Okay. Next, the third one illustration is, if capital A is a set consisting of complex numbers, okay, complex number z, such that one is less than, absolute value of z is less than 2, 1 is less than, mod z is less than 2, with the usual metric. Okay. So with the usual metric, and suppose that metric is D, then A is open. In that case, the set A will be the form of a ring. Okay. So then in that case, A will be open. Next, the fourth illustration is the subset S, which consists of all the ordered pairs x, y, such that x square plus y square is less than 1, where x and y are any two real numbers. Okay. So if we consider such a subset S, and obviously this is a subset of R square. So the subset S, which is defined in such a manner, it is a subset of R square with the Euclidean metric. We have defined the Euclidean metric 4 to 5 classes before. Okay, with the Euclidean metric, then it is open set. So this, if you consider R square comma D as the Euclidean metric space, then the set S, which is defined here in such a way, it is open in that Euclidean metric space. Next one, fifth illustration is the subset A. Which is equal to the set of all the ordered pairs x, y, such that y square is less than x, where x and y both are the real numbers. Okay, and this is a subset of R square with again the same Euclidean metric. Then it is an open set. So in this way, we have considered some illustrative examples. Now next one, we'll solve two examples, example number 11 and 12. Example number 11 is, show that every set in a discrete metric space x, d is open. We are going to show that every set in a discrete metric space is open, means every subset of the discrete metric space is open. So we'll solve this. Solution of this is, let x comma d be the discrete metric space, and G is, capital G will consider, and G is any non-empty subset of the metric space x comma d, any non-empty subset of the metric space x. Okay, we are considering G as non-empty because we know that if G happens to be empty set, then obviously it will be the open, means nothing is to be proved. So therefore we are considering that G is non-empty, and in this case also we'll show that if G is non-empty, then also it is open in XD, that we are going to show. Okay, so let G be a non-empty subset of the discrete space x comma d. Now we have to show that G is open in XD. To show that G is open in XD, we will show that G is neighborhood of each of its points, or in the other words, we have to show that every point of G is center of some open sphere contained in G. Okay, we have to show that every point in G is neighborhood of, every point in G is center of some open sphere contained in G, and that for that purpose we'll consider some arbitrary point from the set G. Let x be an arbitrary point. Let x be an arbitrary point in set G. X is arbitrary point of the set G. Then if we consider the open sphere, okay, then the open sphere S R of x with r less than equal to 1. If we consider the open sphere centered at x with radius less than equal to 1, okay, then if you recall the definition of the discrete metric, then there is only one point which is at a distance less than 1 from the point x, and that point is x itself, and all the points distinct from x are at exactly distance 1 from the point x. Okay, so therefore if we consider the open sphere S R of x which is centered at x with radius r less than equal to 1, then it is the singleton set. Okay, then the open sphere S R of x with r less than equal to 1 is the singleton set. Singleton set means it consists of only one point. So it is the singleton set, singleton x, which is, and obviously this is, which is contained in G. Because G was a set containing x, therefore the singleton set x will be contained in G, and this singleton set in this example, in this case, is the open sphere. So this open sphere is contained in G. Okay, so what does this mean? So therefore, or this implies that each point of set G, is the center of some open sphere, contained in G. And therefore by the definition and the explanation of that definition, it is clear that therefore G must be open set. Okay, so therefore this concludes that hence G is open in discrete metric space X. So in this way we have shown that every subset of the discrete metric space is open. Okay, every subset of the discrete metric space is open. One important example, one important note we'll mention here, and that note is, as we have shown that every subset of the discrete space is open, so therefore if we consider the singleton set, then it will be also open in the discrete metric space. So that we will mention as a note. So in the note, in particular, as every subset of the discrete space is open, therefore singleton set also will be open. So in particular, each singleton set is open in the discrete metric space. Discrete metric space. Like such, we have solved the example number 11. Now next one is the example number 12. Example number 12. Show that on the real line, with the usual metric, the singleton set is not open. Here in this example, we have to show that if we consider on the real line with the usual metric space, then the singleton set is not open. Okay, so this we are going to show in this example. So let's solve this example. Solution of this problem is, let R comma D, here R is the set of real numbers and D is the usual metric. Okay, let R comma D be a metric space where D is defined as, where D is a usual metric. Here D is a usual metric. The definition of usual metric is known to us. So which means that is D of x comma y. In this case, D of x comma y is equal to the absolute value of x minus y. And this is for every pair of points x comma y belongs to the metric space X. So like such, we have the definition of this one usual metric, and in this case this X is nothing but it is equal to the set of real numbers. Okay, so then for this metric space, what you have to show? We have to show that each open sphere, okay, each singleton set is not open, that we have to show. Then for this metric space, if we consider the open sphere, okay, each open sphere, we know that if we consider set R as the set of real numbers and D as the usual metric, then the open sphere SR of X is the open interval, okay, that we know from X minus R to X plus R. Okay, then each open sphere SR of X is the open interval and it is bounded also. Okay, is the bounded open interval, from X minus R to X plus R, we have discussed this in very much detail. After defining the usual metric space in illustrative examples, we have in detail studied that in the usual metric space on the set of real numbers, the open sphere SR of x is nothing but it is the open interval x minus r to x plus r, and we know that open interval x minus r to x plus r, if we consider r as however small it may be, then definitely it will not contain in the singleton set x. Okay, and for no value of r, however small r we may take, then for no value of r, this open sphere here, which is this open interval, okay, open sphere in this case is the corresponding open interval. So this open sphere is for no value of r, this open sphere is contained in x, okay, is contained in singleton x. The same thing can be written as, that is, the open sphere SR of x is not contained in singleton set x for any r greater than 0. Okay, there do not exist any positive value of r for which this open sphere is contained in the singleton set x. And what does this mean? This means that therefore the singleton set x is not open. Okay, so therefore the singleton set, this singleton x is not open, okay, so it is not open in obviously the given metric space, means in the r comma d. So in this way we have shown that if we consider any singleton set, then it is not open in the metric space r comma d, where r is the set of real numbers and d is the usual metric. So like such we have shown. Now if you recall the note that we have mentioned after the example number 11, in that note we have mentioned that each singleton set is open in the discrete space, and now in this example number 12 we have just shown that the singleton set is not open in the r comma d, which means that if we consider same set, then same set may be open with respect to one metric and may not be open with respect to the another metric. Okay, so this is an important point, so that point we'll mention here as a remark. From example number 11 and 12, it is clear that what is clear? A subset which is open, in a metric space, suppose the metric space is x comma d, may not be open in another metric space, and suppose that metric space is x comma d dash. Okay, even if the set x is the same, means on the same set, if we consider two different metric spaces, then a set A may be open in one and may be not open in one. Okay, or it may be open in both metric spaces, or it may not be open in both metric spaces. All the options are here possible. Okay, so in the today's class we have discussed about the neighborhood of a point, studied the open set, and we have solved two examples on it. So we'll stop here, and in the next class we'll solve some more examples on the open sets. Till then, we'll stop here. Thank you.